Guys, really appreciate you taking the time out today to join us here and talk a little Cougar hockey at this point. Let's start with you, Connor. Just give us a good season, obviously, for both of you, or for your whole team. But what was the highlight for you as you look back on 2021?
I would say a definite highlight of the season was beating Blaine 3 times, doing the clean sweep on them through the regular season and playoffs.
And we'll get to that in a second. Mason, what about you? What was your highlight this year?
I just think being able to play with the team. I mean, we went into it with COVID not expecting to play at all, and we ended up having almost a full season, and it was a blast to play in that section final game. Even if we did get smoked, it was an absolute blast.
Hey, was that the expectation for you guys, Mason, to be able to play at that level? Obviously not know if you did get a season before you thought about maybe the cancellation. Did you guys expect that you could take it to that kind of level and be in that section finals with a chance to maybe go to state?
Yeah, we knew that going in. I mean, we've always been a pretty good, solid youth group, and I don't know, we all clicked over the summer, and everything has started working out for us. I mean, only losing to 2 teams all season, it's a pretty good win-to-loss ratio in my book, but yeah.
And Connor, we'll go back to you and what you brought up as the highlight. Obviously, on North Metro, we like to highlight when it's the Cat Clash and the Cougars and the Bengals, and you guys dominated that. Those games felt a little closer throughout the play of them, even though the scores didn't always end up that way. What was it that gave you guys the key to that domination, and what kind of makes that rivalry so special?
I would just say that rivalry is so special because it's the border battle. A lot of us, like Blaine and Centennial, we know each other, so it's kind of like we see each other in the summer a lot. So it's just fun when you play each other in winter because you have that extra rivalry between each other. And then I would just say I don't know if we had an advantage. I think the first game, the score, I don't think showed how close it was. It was a heavy favorite for us, and then the next game they had a lead on us late, and we just turned it on late and came over them. And then playoffs was also a super close game. So I think even though we won 3 and they didn't win 1 this year, it was still all 3 games were very close, and it was super fun games to be a part of.
Mason, Connor kind of talked about it right there. That middle game against Blaine, you guys had to have that comeback and showed some grit in that game and some other games too. What do you think it was about this team, Mason, that gave you guys that ability to be that gritty team, specifically against Blaine and then also throughout the year?
I just think we played to the final whistle. I mean, we always battled, and every practice it was go, 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 100% against one another. And I think that was the key to success, is just pushing each other to our max and then being able to do it on the ice against another team, and especially late in the third period. I mean, I don't think we scored to tie it till like 5 minutes to go in that game, and we ended up winning by 2 or 3, if I remember right. But yeah.
What about the future, Mason? Obviously, a couple of seniors here that are leaving the program in good hands. What do you expect to see from Cougar hockey as you look back at it?
I think this next season that they have a chance to do something special and hopefully make it back to the X. I mean, we haven't been there in what has it been 6 years, I would think, or no, it's been 4 years. But I think they have a solid chance. It's a good group of captains they got and a lot of returners, so should do a good job next year. Connor,
what about you? What do you see as the future for Cougar hockey?
I would have to agree. I think this year we had 7 seniors, so that is a big number. But when I'm looking back on that group, there's a lot of kids returning, and there'll be another senior-heavy team next year, and they have a lot of experience, leadership, and I think it's just a really good group. And I expect for sure a section final. I'm hoping they can get back to the X and put Centennial back in the tourney.
And Connor, I always like to give everybody a chance to give a shout out to folks behind the scenes that we may not see that benefited you guys throughout the year. So I'll let you go first, Connor. Who would you like to throw a shout out and a thanks to?
Behind the scenes, I would like to just throw out our Blue Line Club, made up of the captain's parents. They do a ton of work behind the scenes, fundraising, making sure our team can operate the way we want to operate. And they just do a ton of work behind the scenes. So thank you to them and the rest of the parents.
Mason, what about you?
Connor hit it perfectly with the Blue Line Club. I just also like to thank all of our sponsors for making it such an incredible year, from having snacks every day to being able to just have fun and hang out with my buddies and not worry about money issues with refs and whatever. And also my parents and just every other set of parents. We had a pretty special group of parents coming up, and they made it a great year for us.
Well, guys, it was certainly fun to watch the team. I know there was a lot that you guys had to battle through just to get on the ice, so congrats on that. Congrats on the success you had, and best of luck in the future.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir.